Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, meet Rebecca, look at her. Just thought I'd give you a sneak peek. So first of all, let me just say hello to who's in the kitchen. So we have Simon in the kitchen on camera.
Hi.
Hi. That was for me, for you, Simon. Hi, Simon.
Hi.
And then we've also got Laura and Holly in the kitchen. Hi, Laura and Holly.
Hi.
So Laura's my daughter. I'm very pleased to have her in the kitchen. Now, after last week, the week before last, Laura's recording from her own home, and God bless her, even though the Wi-Fi was messing about and making her look very, very strange, because she's a beautiful young lady. Looked a little bit like a monster, didn't you, Laura? What did you think when you watched it back?
Good. I'm glad it was hiding my grey hair, to be honest.
And then we had Holly doing comments, who was fabulous, who's my granddaughter. So they're back in the kitchen today, but they're in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. It was all going to be happening in Laura's home today, but with playing with the Wi-Fi and everything, it was a disaster. So I said to Laura, just get in the car, Laura, and drive up here. So, and it's lovely to see them in the flesh, because I haven't seen them for so long. What do you think? Eh? Do you like it? Right, so what have Simon and I been doing with Karen today? Well, we've been recording for Cake Flicks. So Cake Flicks are now asking people to actually record their content, and it's quite a good idea really, because what they actually want to do is they want to be able to show the content to the Australians, to the Americans and to the UK, and they want to be able to show the content at a time that suits everybody in their country. So now we're actually recording, and today we did 2 recordings, and I thought I'd give you a sneak peek at Rebecca. So Rebecca is Richard's girlfriend or wife, whatever you want to call. John says she's a bit dumpy. That was a bit mean, wasn't it? What do you think, Holly? Do you think she's dumpy? And he also thought she was a bit ugly. I thought she's quite cute. So there you go, John.
And then we've pointed out she's got no ears.
Oh yes, we forgot the ears. Well done.
Well, at least you can't hear you jumpy from them.
No, she's got a curly perm. That's what it is.
All right, she's just covered up, aren't they?
Yeah, I knew there was something missing. That's what would have made her a bit tall. I wouldn't say it would give her some ears. Right, okay
So
then.
I was looking at the picture this afternoon and thinking, she's got no ears, has she?
No, did you think that as well? I actually knew that. I didn't know what was missing, but I did think she looked odd. Anyhow, but there you go. She's Richard's wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. So do tune in on Saturday at 8 o'clock to watch. I will be on the other side of the computer to answer comments, and you know, so I can't do it for the Australians and the Americans because I'll probably be in bed, but I will do it for the UK people. I'll answer any comments you want to ask about it, and we've had a great time today recording it, haven't we, Simon?
We have.
So I'm just going to pop her over there. Do you need a turntable, Laura?
No.
No? Alright, so I'm just going to pop her over there.
John was rude, apparently.
John was rude, yes.
Yes.
He was. I'll just pop her there. I'll just pop her next to her was Richard. So there we go.
Yeah.
He's gone. And she's going to the care home tomorrow, so there'll be no more Rebecca. She'll all be gone by the time you get to see how she was made. And then because we wanted to be a little bit ahead of ourselves, we also recorded the next live. So I thought I'd let you have a little sneak peek at these as well, because you're going to want to watch this live. So this is a week on Saturday, and I'm actually going to show you close up how to make these, because normally I'm just in the camera or underneath, but we've actually done some real nice close up action, just like we do in the cupcake bouquet classes, so that you can see. So can you see them there, Simon?
I can see them there. Yes, I can see those.
So they're really very, very pretty, and I've actually put a post on the group so you can see what nozzles I've used. So if you want to make any of those, if you watch Cake Flicks on the what date will it be? 6th of June at 8 o'clock UK time, and then obviously there's an Australian time and American time. You'll see how we made these. 8 PM.
Yeah, 8 PM on the 6th.
Yeah, on the 6th of June
not
at 8
6
o'clock.
Yeah, not 6 o'clock.
I said 8 o'clock. Are you arguing with me again?
I'm staying out with
There you go. It's like having another husband in the kitchen, isn't it? Right.
Oh,
If I've not got Simon going on at me, I've got
a
John going on
henpecked,
at me.
downtrodden one, yeah.
Yeah, you're henpecked and trodden. Hey, listen, the amount of bruise we make you. Anyhow, so I'm going to buzz off out of the way. Holly really wants to do comments. So I'm going to get her mummy to bring her on and say hello, but then she wants to hide behind the screen. She doesn't want you to see her. Do you, Holly? enjoy tonight. I'm going to be over here doing some comments. She's making roulade and it is amazing. It's one of my favourite desserts. I never had it until Laura made it. And believe me, once you know how to make this, you'll be making it forever. It's a smashing treat. All right, Holly and Laura.
Hello. So, as Mum said, I'm in the kitchen here tonight because of all the problems that we had, but we didn't want to let you down. So here I am with my meringue roulade with Holly as well. I'm just going to bring Holly on to say a quick hello so you can see her face, even though she's a bit shy.
Come on, Holly.
Come
Say
on,
hello.
Holly.
Hey, don't be like that. Simon's even
Here
popped
she
up your
is.
own name. Have you got it, Simon?
Yeah, can you not see it?
No, I'm not on it.
Oh, it's not arrived yet, has it?
Holly's going to be doing the comments as she would have been doing if we'd been at our own home tonight. So she's very excited to read them out again, and she did such a good job last time, we couldn't not have her do it again.
Oh no, she did a fantastic job. I was really very proud.
You can go and sit down now, Holly.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to show you first of all what we're making tonight. So, I brought 2 examples. There's a bit of a story with one,
There's always
as
one.
there is. We'll just come to that in a minute. So the first one I've made, this meringue roulade, I'm going to make it in the lime and raspberry flavour tonight. But I've made this one earlier today, which is a tropical version. So I've actually used the mango and passion fruit icing sugar in the roulade and in the cream, and then in the middle I've used some frozen mango, pineapple and strawberries. So that's my tropical version. So can you see that there, Simon? I'm going to chop it up
to be
later.
in the kitchen again, Laura?
It feels really strange because I'm not. It's been that long since I've been to my mum's house. I didn't even know the way.
I know.
And I got lost and I've just pretty much turned up at 8 o'clock in a bit of a frenzy trying to get everything in here. So yeah, it feels different, but it's nice to be back. And I feel a bit happier that I'm not in charge of all the cameras. So this is my chocolate roulade, which I made with the chocolate milkshake icing sugar here. So I just wanted to show you that you didn't have to use the white flavoured icing sugars. You can use absolutely any of them. So the chocolate milkshake one has got the chocolate cream inside and some chocolate chips. It also goes really well with bananas inside as your fruit as well. But the kids don't really like bananas, so we haven't put them in this one, and they'll be having this tomorrow. But as I was saying about the story, I accidentally knocked it when it hit the fridge when I was trying to squeeze it in. But then 2 minutes before I left the house, my youngest one decided to put his fingers in it. So this will be going back to my house, and he will be enjoying it tomorrow. But I just wanted to still show you that you can do a chocolate version. So I'm just going to pop that aside there with that one. Here we go again with that popping. Okay, so this recipe, I have done it before on a Facebook Live, but we did a Christmas version, which is the Santa Snowball. This recipe is brilliant all year round. It's really light, and it's one of those recipes that's quite easy to follow, but the results is amazing. It's a delicious light dessert that you can have, even if you've had a big roast dinner, you can serve and everybody will still definitely have a piece. So I'm going to do the lime and raspberry tonight, which I've got here, and just to say that the oven is on at 160, which is electric. I'm not sure, I think it's about gas smart 4 if you're on gas. And you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a tray, which I've got out here with some parchment paper. So I've just laid that out there already.
Well, let's just say a few hellos. Everyone's just saying how wonderful Holly was on comments last time. Absolutely loved her, but she's gone mute. She's not saying nothing tonight, are you, Holly, love?
She's a bit nervous.
So lots of people saying hello. Fantastic audience. So hopefully Holly will warm up and stop being shy in a moment. So hello to Emily Coyle. Thank you for watching. Hello, Jen Walker. Looking smoking, Laura.
It's the lights here, you know.
That's not one of Laura's best friends. So, and I hope you all enjoy the live. So, Holly, are you going to start saying anything soon? Right. No, she's not on it yet.
Okay, Okay, so I'm going to get started with the recipe. The recipe for this, if you miss anything, I will keep going over it, but the recipe, as always, is on the Sugar and Crumbs Mixing It Up page, which is on the back of all our packaging. It's just here. You can go online, print the recipe off so you can have it to hand, and there's lots of other recipes on there as well, all tried and tested. So we're going to get started. So first of all, we need to get our eggs ready. So we're going to use 4 egg whites. So I am going to use large eggs, and we just want the whites, so we're just going to split these up. Try not to get any shelling.
So you got lost on the way to your mother's. How many years have you been coming here?
It's been a while.
17 years I've lived here.
It's been,
and considering you're a weekly, how long is it since we've seen each other? 10 weeks?
10 weeks, yeah. But even then that you came to my house, so I don't remember so it's all changed. I don't even know where we've been or where we've come out. I panicked.
Mine to be fair, I think we always come to you now and visit, and we always go and visit Wesley because you've all got the kids.
Yeah.
It's easy for us to come to you than you drag everyone up to us. Anyhow, they're looking forward to your dessert, and they're really pleased that you jumped in the car. Simon was a little bit shocked when I said to Simon earlier, well, she'll have to come here, and Simon's like, it's hours away. I think he was thinking of Ryan down in London.
I didn't actually know how far it was. I was like, oh, I'll have to Google my mum's house, where it is, and how long it's going to take me. So we've got our 4 eggs whites there that I've just split, so I'm just going to move those ones out of the way. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. Give me a second.
Bring a damp cloth back with you, Laura. Holly, you've got anything to say yet, love?
Nope.
No? Yeah, so do like and share the live. We're going to do all the prizes for the, catch up with all the prizes for the like and share for tomorrow when we're in with Karen in the morning. So I think, you know what, I might start doing all the prizes on a Friday because it's got very confusing with all these lives, hasn't it? We don't know where we are anymore. So do like and share, and we'll catch up with everything else tomorrow.
Yeah, we've done a lot this week.
Yeah.
I've no idea what we've done.
I don't know where I am, where I'm going, and what I'm doing.
I just know it's Thursday. Okay, so our 4 egg whites are going into the mixer, and we're just going to start whisking them to get some nice soft peaks. So I'm just going to put it on there like that, and then we're going to get our sugar ready. So you need 100 grams of your chosen icing sugar. So today I'm using the lime and raspberry one. So I'm just going to pop that on my scales. Brought my own scales just so that I know how to use them. So 100 grams of this icing sugar in there.
We've got a great audience, Laura, and nearly 230 people watching. And I reckon we'll have 230
nice to see you all.
We'll have 230 people making roulade once they know how to make this, because it's fabulous.
And then to the icing sugar, I'm just going to add 100 grams of caster sugar from my big tub at home. I had everything laid out for the Facebook Live. I was all prepared this morning. I had everything laid out, ready. And then I had to think about how I was going to get it all here. Okay, so once your icing sugar and caster sugar are in there together, we're just going to give that a stir. And we just need the eggs to froth a little bit more before we can put this in. So I'm just going to put that aside. I'm already making a mess.
So Judith Scott was saying that she's used this flavour to make her mini cupcakes with this week, so it's lovely.
It's definitely a summer flavour. It's everything about it just tasted summer.
Yeah.
You could taste summer.
If you've not tasted the lime and raspberry, you are missing out on something. It's a really lovely, fresh flavour.
Okay, so we need a tray. I'm just using this rectangle one, which does say that it is 38 by 25 centimetres. So it's roughly rectangle size.
So Nutty Elaine, which is her name and she likes that,
Well,
so we're not insulting her, says that she made your marshmallows today.
Oh, good.
And then we've got Janice Johnson from Jersey in the US. Am I doing this for you, Holly?
Holly's lost her voice. She's not like the rest of the family. She is when she's at home, but not here.
When she's at home, she's got very vocal.
So we're just going to put a little bit of butter to grease our tray, and the reason why we do this is because when we bake the meringue, when we take it out later, it'll stop it from sticking, and it makes the meringue stick to the parchment paper rather than to the base. So I'm just going to give it a little spread.
So Debbie Hargreaves is just saying there that she reckons we could probably make the roulade with the whipping it up. So that's something you're going to have a go with, isn't it?
John actually texted me today after I'd made 3 meringue roulades.
It's like my John.
Yeah, we'd had one for lunch.
Have you?
Today, yeah. So I made 2 to bring with me. We've had one for lunch. And then John sent me a message to say, am I making it with the whipping it up? And I was like, no. But I am definitely going to give it a go.
Yeah.
And see what the variation's like. So I will let you know how we get on with that.
Well, as soon as it's done, because we've got loads of recipes that we've actually thought about that we're going to have a go at.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You just get different variations, don't you, of the flavours. So I'm just going to stick this down like this. Just making sure all my corners are down. I'm leaving a little lip either side just so that when the meringue's baked, I want to lift it up off there, and also there's a part where you have to flip it over, and just having that bit of extra paper is really helpful. Okay, so we've got that ready. So our egg whites are whisking up nicely. So to that we're just going to add in about a teaspoon of lemon juice.
And Jackie says she's hooked on your marshmallows. Those marshmallows are fab, Jackie, aren't they? I banned Laura from making them whenever I'm around because, believe me, what do you like, Holly? The marshmallows. They're good, aren't they? How many do you eat?
Too many. I put them in a tub. I have to hide them because the kids just didn't stop getting into the box. So we're just going to add in a teaspoon at a time to our egg whites, and the reason why we're doing it like this is just to make sure that we're incorporating all the sugar. So it's not a minute by minute thing, it's just put it in, make sure that it's being whisked in. So I'm just keeping it on the same setting all the time. So it's just going to take a minute or so to get all that in. It smells amazing already.
Lindsay Pearson says you explain things so well. To be fair, you're a lot clearer than me. I go at speed, you are much calmer than me.
I think when I watch these back, I always think I've got like a really slow voice.
Yeah, but I wish I had the same.
I don't when I'm speaking to the kids.
I say to Karen, how many times I say to Karen, me and you have to slow down.
Yeah.
What was you saying about me and Karen today? Go on,
I was saying that they were like an old married couple, that they forget that they're, on a live or something. They're just so comfortable with each other that they just both talk to each other like a married couple would. Like, come on, hurry up! What are you doing? What are you doing with that? Where's that going?
This was my welcome I got tonight while she was setting up the kitchen.
It's been that long since I've seen my mum face to face. When you're on a camera speaking, I speak to my mum obviously every week, but when you're on a camera and we do like the house party things, you can't really have that same conversation because everybody's trying to speak and you're trying to think of things to speak. So when I do see my mum, I'm like trying to get everything out that I've been meaning to say. But yeah, I was watching the tea cake live that Karen did on Monday. I was rewatching it again today because me and Holly
the tea cake?
Yeah.
Oh, they're lovely, the tea cakes. How many did you stop, Simon?
Well, there's none here today.
No. Let me tell you now,
It's only
Simon,
been a few days.
who never eats in the kitchen because there's never anything here for him, friggin' scoffed loads. You'll be able to take this roulade home tonight, won't you?
That's going back.
Not the one with the fingerprints.
Let him have one with a fingerprint. Make him feel part of the family. I see more of him than I see of any of you lot now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just looking for this to get to soft peats. So soft peats means that it's holding its shape, which it is here. And even though I've just put that last bit of icing sugar in, we're still... Oh, I always have my mitts facing the other way.
You could have had it either way round, you know.
Well, you didn't say that.
What did you do then?
I couldn't work out how to lift it up. I was having a moment. I was like, oh, how does it go down? I'm just going to give it one quick whisk, just to make sure that that last teaspoon is fully mixed in.
Right, Laura, have you ever used this with veggie gel? Have you ever made it with veggie gel? Because I've got a lady who's a vegetarian, so what could she use instead of gelatine?
In the marshmallows?
No, in this.
In this? There's no gelatine in it.
Well, she must mean the marshmallows then.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sorry.
So in the marshmallows I have used a veg gel. We did have a recipe on the website that was
Is it not there anymore? No.
It doesn't look like it's there. I think when you had the switch over
It's
from
probably
recipe
still in
sites,
draft, we probably haven't got to it yet.
it is there, but I just pretty much used like for like. So the amount of gelatin that I use, I just used the veg gel. It's a slightly different texture. It's not
Softer,
as
isn't it? Not as firm.
It's not, well, these marshmallows are normally really springy. They were just a little bit on the firmer side for some reason, but they tasted just as good.
Yeah. So it seems that a lot of people have made your marshmallows, Laura. They're all very pleased. Every time I ask Laura to come and do a live, I always ask her to do marshmallows and fudge, and she goes, Mum, is there anything else you can ask me to do but marshmallows and fudge? What do you think, Holly? She's the marshmallow and fudge queen.
I'm always making fudge because I like to make fudge for gifts, and it lasts a couple of weeks. Whenever I make marshmallow, well, saying that, the fudge that I made last week, I went out to get the shopping, and my eldest son rang me to say that Harrison had got hold of the fudge and it had all gone. I was like, all gone? It's got 700 grams of fudge. Like, where could it have all gone? He couldn't have possibly have ate that. And lucky enough, he'd stashed it in his little play tent. So we got it back, but he definitely ate a lot.
He's a rascal, isn't he?
So, so this is the consistency that we're looking at here. So we're just going to spoon that onto the tray, so you can see it's lovely.
It's
and
really
glossy.
soft, isn't it?
Soft, yeah.
It's not like it's not
so
stiff
white.
foam peaks, is it?
No, it's
really
just a nice soft one. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to get too much of a crispy texture on the outside. We want a little bit of crispy texture, but we want it to still be nice and soft. And because it's unlike meringue, you make quite big, you want that soft and crispy texture. But this is quite flat, so you want to keep a lot of the softness.
I love it how white it comes out. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's just the nicest thing to look at. It's like when I make the marshmallow, it looks exactly like this. Oops. Okay, so we're just going to spread that out evenly. Oh.
I think somebody used the term last week that they'd like to face plant it. I think it's face plant. That's nice, isn't it?
Face plant this.
I think it looks like a lovely feeling with you just with the palette knife.
Yeah, it's just so relaxing. My husband doesn't understand why I bake, and then when he's like looking at cars on his phone or something and going, oh, look at that. This is me with my meringue. Look at that baby. Look at that.
Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, look at that bad boy. And my husband's showing me his cars, and I'm like, look at this meringue. Look at it.
Right, Holly's got a question.
Like sweet treats at all.
Somebody's
hello, Holly.
asking, why does the fudge come out like a tablet and not soft?
And what was the lady you asked? What was her name, Holly?
Kathy
Eaton. So Kathy wants to know. Go on, say again.
And also, does Maureen MacDonald?
Okay, so the reason is because the temperature that you stop your whisking at is the temperature. Which camera? That one. I keep looking at you like, hi Mum. It's nice to see you. I'm just going to pop this, so I'll just come back to you in a moment. I just want to get this enough because this takes 15 minutes. So while we're doing this,
we could answer all fudge questions, can't we?
So you just want to spread it out. I've just used my palette knife there just to spread it out. It does get a little bit of a pattern on it. That's how it's going to come out baked. So sometimes I do little swirls, sometimes I just do the long flips, sometimes I just make it completely smooth. But we're just going to pop that in the oven now. So that's 15 minutes at 160. So I'm just going to pop down here. So it is 5-2, so I need to take that.
So Tracy said, go on Holly.
What number speed do you put the mixer on to make
to make The roulade. So the roulade, I just had it on number 6. So I just kept it the same for the full amount of time. So going back to the fudge. So if you want a soft fudge that you can cut out with cutters, or you know, just have like nice soft slices, you want to get it to about 115 degrees. So that's when you first start.
15 or 50?
115.
15.
115.
Yeah.
So you want to, that roughly for me, if you're not doing it with the thermometer, is once the bubbles start to rise, you get little bubbles to start with, and then they start to get bigger and they'll start to pop. Once they start to come up quite quickly and pop in, that's about 115 degrees. So you want to take it off, and that's your soft fudge. If you want the tablet fudge, you need to go a bit further. So the bubbles are going to get a bit more aggressive. So when you're whisking, the bubbles will start to come up, the popping. Just give it about another 2 minutes, and that's your tablet fudge. So that's why some people go a little bit further, because they want the tablet fudge, and sometimes people want the soft fudge but they've left it a bit too late. So it is just a timing thing really. It's just about watching those bubbles coming up, keep whisking all the time, and as they're coming and popping and they're quite big, get it out. And then
And the other thing is, make sure that they've got a proper pan. What type of pan do they need to have? Because that's where a lot of people go wrong.
So you need a heavy based pan. So a heavy based pan just has like a thicker layer at the bottom, and normally when you buy
you can feel
pans,
it when you pick it up, isn't it? How it is.
It's heavier. Normally when you buy a pan, it will say if it's heavy base. So like a milk pan is just a normal pan. You know, it's very small and light. You know, those little milk pan things.
Yeah.
But the heavy base one is what you need. It just circulates the heat better, gives you a much even base to cook on. I'm just going to move this out of the way.
Yeah. So we've just had a lovely comment. You don't know whether you'll appreciate it, Laura. I'm sure your husband won't. But Carol Gatterby says, "You look beautiful, Laura, just like Carol."
Just like
I always laugh at Ryan. Ryan is Laura's husband, because so many people say to Laura, "You look just like your mum," and I'm sure he sits there and thinks, "Oh my God, I now know what she's going to look like when she's 58."
Well, he's got a few more years anyway.
20.
I can't do this.
You have to see what he looks like when he's in his 50s as well, shouldn't we?
Well, to be honest, his lockdown diet has gone a bit. You know what I mean?
What, all roulades and fudge?
Well, he doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't actually eat sweet treats at all. It's always me and Holly and Harrison that eat all the sweet treats, and everybody else. I've got like a circle of friends that are on speed dial and never bake anything. I'm like, "Do you want some of this?" They're like, "Yes." So yeah, it definitely doesn't go to waste.
So poor Alison went to make the fudge for the first time last week. She made the mistake of leaving sugar when she weighed it out, left the pan for 4 to 5 seconds, and it started showing little burn bits.
Yeah.
She should have moved it off the heat, so she left the pan on the heat before she did it.
Whenever you make fudge, it's one of those recipes you've got to stay with it. You've just got to get everything ready, tray, dish, everything to hand, because once you're there and you start putting that first ingredient in, you've got to be there.
What's your comment normally? It doesn't matter whether the phone's ringing, the house is burning down, the kids are screaming, you've got to stand and stir it.
When I did that live 2 weeks ago, I've been waiting for a delivery for quite a bit of time, and I was thinking, it's coming today. And it was one of those, you know, where it's going to be between 8 at night or whatever, and I was like, oh, it's not coming now, it's 8:30. And then just about 10 minutes after I started, it just doorbell went, and I can't turn it off. I don't know what is wrong with our doorbell, but it just keeps going. So it wasn't too good, but yeah, I didn't answer the door, I just left him. my road's about 6 miles long, but you know, you can come back.
Yeah, you had a bit of a disaster then. Harrison fell down the stairs.
Yeah, 15 minutes before we went live, Harrison fell down the stairs from top to bottom, and I was actually speaking to Simon on the cameras, and I was like, I've got to go.
Well, Daddy was meant to be looking after him.
Yeah.
And thank you, Pam, for your lovely comment. So Pam says, You are beautiful inside and out, Carol. You give so much of yourself to us. Thank you.
She does. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the filling now, because the meringue's going to be out at 10 past, did I say? Yeah, 10 past. So for the filling, we're just doing a creamy filling. So we're going to add in 300 ml of double cream. So I always have a backup of double cream, or just buy the bigger pot, because if your cream goes wrong, the best way to get it back is to add more cream. So it's always handy to have a second pot.
I've started to save a little bit now.
Well, yeah.
I've started to save just the last little bit, just like a spoonful.
Yeah, you don't need much to bring it back. But
No.
again, this is one of those things like fudge. When you're whipping cream, sometimes it's just so quick, and other times it seems to take a lifetime, and it depends on whether what you're using and what else you're doing in the kitchen. But you do just need to stay with it. But I've got my backup just in case. So I'm just going to pop that on to number 4. And we're just going to get some more of our lime and raspberry icing sugar. So I'm just going to add 50 grams to this.
If you haven't added icing sugar to fresh cream, add the flavoured icing sugar to it. I tell you, I actually don't like fresh cream on its own whipped.
Yeah.
I just think it's awful. But honestly, seriously, add a bit of icing sugar to the flavoured icing sugar to it. It's just a game changer.
Yeah.
And I did it last year for John, and he just loves it.
So while I'm here, I'm over mixing my cream. I'll just get that out there, I've just flipped in. Okay, so I've got the icing sugar, so we've got our cream nice and whipped. We're just going to add that. I've got a feeling that I have just over whipped it a little bit while I was talking. My concentration is not the best.
Could have done it that quick. Would it happen that quick?
It depends. I always think it depends on how warm the room is. Because today I did it and I had all the doors shut and I over whipped it, and then I had everything open and it cooled round when I made the second one, and it was really nice. So I'm just going to very gently beat that. I don't want to.
But they're saying great tips, Laura. Thank you very much. Holly, am I doing these comments or are you doing them?
I think Holly's on TikTok now.
Holly is.
She's not. She's here.
Holly is very excited because I had a lovely lady who runs the local theatre up the road, and she needed to sell her tuck shop. So because the theatre's closed, so she sold most of her goods, but I bought what was left. Well, Holly's eyes today. So what I intended to do was send in some to Australia to the grandchildren there, send some up to Wesley, and send some down to Laura. Anyhow, Holly's walked in. Oh my goodness, she cannot believe she's got Haribo spaghettis.
Yeah, which we've only ever been able to get in York. And I bet you she's had the full packet before we've left.
Yeah, Michelle, add a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons to your whipped cream for anything you make with whipped cream, and it's a game changer. I'm telling you now, you'll absolutely love it.
How much icing sugar did you put in?
In here, 50 grams. So I'm just going to get that aside. I'm just going to go and check the meringue. Every oven's different. Now, I've not really thought about this cooling down while I put the filling in.
Hey?
I've not really thought about this cooling down while I put the filling in.
You've got one in the fridge though, haven't you?
No,
Rolled up, ready to fill.
no. When it's rolled up, it's done.
Oh, what's the one that was rolled up in the cellophane? In
That
the
one.
tissue? Oh, right, okay. How long does it take to cool down?
About not long actually, because it's so thin. It's not actually that long.
Right, good. Well, they can do a question and answer time.
Yeah, so I'm going to get it out in a couple of minutes.
Right. Would you want to decorate this one up? With the
I
finger
do.
on?
So yeah, I can tell you how to bring it back to life. So I have already set up a nozzle. Now this is chocolate milkshake. It doesn't really go with lime and raspberry, but for the purposes.
Oh, why don't you make? I've got some more cream. Do you want to make some chocolate one?
I've got some more. I can make it, yeah.
Do you want to make some
We can
chocolate
make-
one? Save that one
We
for
can make
another
a
one.
chocolate one.
Just in case anybody's missed it, we'll just quickly make the chocolate one up. I've got cream in the fridge, Laura.
Right, okay. So let's give this a scrape down. So I'll just run back through the recipe as well, everything that we've done. So in the roulade, we have used 4 egg whites, which we've whisked to soft peaks. We've added 100 grams of caster sugar and 100 grams of the flavoured icing sugar, which I've mixed together in a bowl first, and then we've added a teaspoon at a time to the mix, and I've also added a teaspoon of lemon juice. Now people always ask me why I use this lemon juice, and it's because every time I buy a lemon it always goes off by the time I get to use it. So more often than not, people already have this in, and it works just as well. It's perfect for meringues, so we're just going to use that, and that just helps your meringue to hold its shape better. So I'm just going to get this out so it is actually cooling.
How much caster sugar?
100 grams of caster sugar, 100 grams of the icing sugar.
Yeah. So Laura will come back and repeat the recipe for you in a minute. The website is on the Sugar and Crumbs Mixing It Up recipe site. Now, if you pop into Google Sugar and Crumbs Roulade, you'll find it that way. You can go to the recipe website, which is on the back of every bag of icing sugar and cocoa powder. It's sugarandcrumbsmixingitup.co.uk or .com. Either way, we'll get you to it. Or even if you go, oh, don't put that on my big board, might burn.
Oh, what are you thinking, Laura?
I don't know, I've not been here for a while. So I nearly chucked it. We wouldn't be having anything to roll up.
They would have laughed their heads off if you'd burnt my pink board then.
I know, I was scared.
So then, so you can go, if you go to the Sugar and Crumbs website, you can actually go to, click the top link at the top that says recipes and then put roulade in. The roulade is really easy to make, albeit I've never made one myself because I always get Laura to do it, but they are so yummy. And Laura's shown this recipe many, many times. I've seen a few people on here tonight. I know Elaine Lawson has made it for her family many times. She absolutely loves it. And it's one of those things that when you tell people that you've made a roulade, they actually are quite impressed. I think it's a name, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like
it
they're
sounds
really
fancy,
impressed.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Adams, not on the pink board. Nikki King,
No.
panic.
Oh.
Carol, oh no, not the pink board.
Okay, so the reason why I brought it here was that I just wanted to show you, when it comes out of the oven, it always looks fluffy and high. But while it's cooling down, it is going to drop down. So don't worry about that. That is what it's meant to do.
They're all laughing at you putting that on the pink board.
No.
There's the 3-second rule. Be very careful with the pink board, Laura.
No.
Wait till the show's finished and she's giving it a really good
I know,
inspection.
should we checking it? I think
I will.
I only actually got one corner down on it.
Hey, I'm quick when my boards are
Right,
concerned.
so I'm going to lift it up away from the pink board.
Do you
and
want
the
to
tin.
get a
I'm just
cooler
gonna-
out? No,
well-
this is my other pink board. You can't have this one.
Yeah, but this is
This is
I'm
my
not putting
smaller
the
pink
metal
board.
on.
Yeah, but it might just be a bit off. Just go and get a cooler.
Ah,
Cooling rack.
I don't know
Listen.
where the cooling rack. Ah.
Yeah, so Elaine Lawson has made 4 of them to date, Laura, because I know she loves making
Today?
them. To date.
Oh,
Hey.
Yeah. She did go on a whirl with them in the top
Where's the
cupboard
cooling rack?
above the ovens, Laura. You've really forgot where everything is, isn't it?
I haven't been. I don't think I've been in this kitchen.
the kitchen's been rebuilt.
The kitchen gets swapped round
Yeah.
every week.
So Sarah, you must give it a go. A lot of people are laughing here.
This is what happens when you're with your
Neelam
mum.
says, I felt like I was in the kitchen with my mum then.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're with your mum. Okay, so I'm lifting it away from the pink board and putting it on a cooling rack that Mum's lifted
Yeah.
and the legs are going to fall.
Go on, show 'em.
So,
Well, that'll help it cool quicker. Listen,
don't
just
be nibbling the corners while it's there.
because you're one of my daughters, it doesn't mean you don't get away with it. Now you've grown up.
Right, I'm going to remove this out of the way so I don't get in trouble.
So Laura's going to quickly whip up some chocolate cream because I really don't think we should put lime and raspberry on top of a chocolate cake. So she hadn't really thought about this needing cooling down time, but I really want you.
God knows what I would have done if I was at my house.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
But I want you to really see how she rolls it up. So
You
I'm just
wouldn't
gonna-
have a pink board to worry about, would you?
well, this is it. I'd just, put it on my worktop, not think about it. So I'm only going to make half of this cream because I'm only decorating the top.
Carol's going to throw it outside now.
I'm going to put it somewhere to go.
Don't be dropping it.
What am I doing?
She's halfway out the door with it.
Put it in.
Better than the birds coming round in a
Yeah,
minute.
there's a tread on that.
Okay, so I'm just using 150 ml of cream for this chocolate one. So luckily I brought the chocolate milkshake with me.
Just before you put the cream on, Laura, can you just stop for 1 minute? Okay. Just stop the cream for a minute. So can you just go through this recipe, because lots of people asking, very slowly.
Okay.
Oven temperature, how long for? Do you need to pre-roll the roulade like you would a Swiss roll? Louisa, hold on. We're going to get back to that. You're ahead of the game. So, and just before we start, Marcia wants to know, can you remind me how to get rid of the auto cue words? Yes, because they're a nightmare. Go to where the X, scroll right the way back to the top, Marie. And then where the X is, you'll see 3 little dots. Press the little dots, and then it'll ask you to, you can choose then to take it off. Holly had the same problem. I got past the phone earlier. Get rid of them.
Okay, can I put my cream back on? Or you want me to do the recipe?
I want you to tell them the recipe.
Okay, so the recipe for the meringue roulades is 4 egg whites that you're going to whisk into soft peaks. Then you're going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, or the bottled one, either is fine. Once it's at soft peaks, you're going to add 100 grams of your chosen flavoured icing sugar and 100 grams of caster sugar. Mix them together first in a bowl and then add a teaspoon at a time, all the time the mixer is still whisking. And then you spread it out onto the baking thing.
Cookie sheet.
The cookie sheet.
The metal baking thing.
Yeah, the baking thing. I don't know.
And we sell the
technical
cookie
names.
sheets on
And
our
the cookie
website
sheets
as well.
We sell on our website. And then, but on the cookie sheet, we use some parchment baking paper, either or, and I just grease that with a bit of butter first underneath. And you'll find that if you don't put the butter on, you will find it harder to lift it up, which I did once on a live.
You don't need to put anything on top of the
No, nothing
parchment.
on top, just underneath. It just stops. For some reason, if you don't put the butter on, you don't get the crispy bit underneath. For some reason, like it crisps the bottom of the meringue for you.
Right, so that
even
butter
though
comes
they're not
through the
touching.
paper. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Science.
Yeah.
But
Well, lots of people are going to give it a go, but
Yeah.
believe me, everyone, seriously, give it a go, because I'd love to see roulades all over the Grit community group this week. It'd be amazing. It's lovely when you see when we see you make things that we've made in the kitchen, and Laura's also going to try and give it a go, and so is Elaine Lawton of making the whipping it up with it as well.
Elaine says you forgot to put the caster sugar in.
in what? In the meringue?
When you
No, it was in my big tub.
No, she already had it in, Elaine. If you remember, she said that she had all the ingredients weighed out at home, and
No,
then she had to find containers.
I did it here.
Oh, did you?
I put 100 grams of the icing sugar in, and then I poured 100 grams out of my big bucket because I said this is why it's in my big bucket.
Right, okay.
'Cause
I
I
remember you
put
said there's a
everything
reason
back
in your big bucket.
Yeah, so
Stop
yeah.
causing trouble, Elaine.
Rewind it later. Can I make my cream?
Yeah, go on and make it.
Go on then.
By this point, the birds would have ate the meringue outside. The
Come on,
cream
get
will
on with it.
The cream will be done in here. So I'm
Is
just.
the dog supposed to be eating that?
What's it
That
like
one-
being
that
with,
one's yours,
what's it
Simon.
like with being with our new film crew now, Laura? Have you seen what I've got to put up with? He is very good, Simon. I must admit, we do love having Simon in the kitchen. We're very, very pleased. Are you enjoying being with us, Simon?
Oh, it's
Eh?
It looks
amazing.
Our 7-year relationship, and we've now ended up here together in the kitchen, haven't we?
So normally, if I'm making the cream for inside the meringue and outside the meringue, I would have used 300 ml of cream, whisk that up, and then 50 grams of the icing sugar. But I'm just doing half, so I've used half of the cream and half the amount of icing sugar. So just ignore
There's a
this.
few ladies who are confirming that you did put it in.
Okay, so
I can't say anything. I was probably talking at the time.
probably was.
Do you want me to spatula?
Yeah.
I should run down now.
No, I did get two. Oh yeah, but then I used them.
Holly, do you want to go and grab a spatula for Mummy?
That was a big tub. Quickly before I
And the
whip
oven
my cream.
temperature, Laura?
160. Gas
At
mark
the end,
4, I
Holly.
think.
Holly, at the end in the tub.
The big tub, right? Thank you.
I'm just wondering, how did Laura Stafford say hello to Jenny?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Is that
Yeah,
you, Holly?
That's Holly. Is your cousin on, Holly? Holly's cousin's trying to watch, but she hasn't got Facebook, so she was trying to watch through her mum's. But
She can watch
wasn't.
on YouTube, Holly.
wasn't-
Why did you not tell us to watch
she
on
wa-
YouTube?
So we live on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. We go live on YouTube every time.
Yeah.
She's missed it now, Holly. She's missed it.
Have you got
Well,
any
she can-
questions, Holly?
But Holly, you can send her the link for her YouTube after.
And a mummy. Oh, by the
No.
way, this is gluten free as well, which I
Oh,
was meant
crikey.
to say.
Simon's
Oh,
going
gosh.
to be on this now.
Because I made this at Christmas for her cousin's mum because she's gluten free, and I was making a chocolate tart or something. She's like, "Oh, I can't have that." I was like, "Don't worry, I've got the recipe for you." So we had both.
Well, Simon this week has nosedived so much he's now got a swollen belly. And I said, "I'm no wonder. I've never seen anyone eat so much sweet stuff. I didn't even know he had
I've
a
had
sweet
this for
tooth."
2 weeks.
Have you?
It's something medical. I'm not.
Okay, so
So the whipping it up, ladies, because Karen did such a steam through live on Monday. I mean, that girl was on speed, wasn't she? So tomorrow, Karen is in the kitchen and she's going to do one recipe at a time. So tomorrow she's going to go through very, very slowly the Swiss meringue buttercream for you, because everything else is really easy to make. So everything else is easy, and we'll go through those again. But the Swiss meringue buttercream, you really need to just listen to what she says. So she's going to make it for you tomorrow, because you will have some hurdles to cover. And what we want to do is reassure you not to throw it in the bin.
what's she making?
She's going to make Swiss meringue buttercream with the whipping it up tomorrow. And then Laura's going to have a practice making the roulade with the whipping it up, and so is Elaine Lawton. So, and then there's loads of other things. Karen and I have got quite a few other recipes. We want to make friands with it. In fact, there's loads of recipes that we want to make with it and show you.
Will the recipe be on the Sugar and Crumbs site?
The roulade is on the recipe website already. Laura's made it several times before, and you can use any of the flavoured icing sugars. You don't have to use just this particular one, you can use any.
Okay, so this is what, if you don't have to put anything on the top, but if like me you ping it in the fridge and catch the shelf and then your son puts 2 fingers on it, this is what you do. So, and just to let you know as well that this roulade is
Is it under the camera?
It's good in the fridge for 3 days, roughly, if it lasts that long. But you can also freeze it for a month as well. So I'm going to show you how you would get it ready to freeze.
And can you freeze it with the cream in or without the cream?
With the cream in it.
Right,
Yeah.
good.
So all you would, if you was going to freeze this now, you wouldn't put the cream on top. But I'm going to show you with the other one what we would do to freeze it. So you can do anything. I just like to do a little swirl, cover up the gaps.
Oh, it's nice to have the blessing of our Harrison on it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he started telling me that I was a naughty mummy because I didn't let him carry on sticking his fingers in it.
And also, if you add the chocolate cocoa, the chocolate icing sugar to cream as well, it's amazing. Seriously, you'll never eat normal cream again. You'll just always want to flavour it with this.
There we go. We'll hide the holes. Like so.
Nobody
And at
will
your
know.
dinner party, nobody would ever know.
Right, we're going to slice a bit open. We're going to have testers, Laura. You're going to get some plates. Can you see from there with the bags in the way? Or does it not matter?
That's off the bottom of the screen, but it's okay.
Right. Holly, go and get some plates. Grandma's got to test it with Simon.
Where are they?
In
So
that
I'm
middle
just
drawer
going to
over
tell you
there.
what. So you can do a few different combinations. So in this chocolate milkshake one, I would put banana in there as my fruit because I think it would work really well with the chocolate milkshake, but the kids didn't want banana in it. So I've just filled it with some of the little chocolate sprinkles, what they call chocolate chips. So it's just
Nice
got
and cool, this
the
now,
chocolate
Laura.
chips inside. So that's what's in here. And in the tropical ones, this is mango and passion fruit as a flavour. And then I just got from Aldi, I don't know if you've seen it, it's a breakfast topper, bag of frozen fruit, and it's got mangoes, strawberries, pineapple, and something else in it, but it's great for going on your breakfast, but also great for going in something like this. And if you're going to freeze it as well, you can put your frozen fruit in, wrap it up back in the freezer before it's defrosted. So I did find a sharp knife before.
Right, I've just seen that there's a few ladies asking from the USA. We do have 2 stockers in the USA. One is the Sweet Chalet and the other one is Country Sweetheart Kitchen, who supply. Evil Cake Janies are interested as well, but we've asked them to actually wait because we are about to launch our new product, which is going to be easier to get to the US. And basically it's a concentrate of the sugar and crumbs. So we are going to be doing that. So just give us a couple of months and we can get it out to you. If you can't wait, all you need to do is come to our website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, go to contact, send Laura an email of all the things you'd like to order. Okay, that's Laura in the office.
Not me.
Not this Laura. So send Laura an email in the office. You can only order solid things, no liquids, okay? And then if you place an order with Laura, she'll find out what a shipping price is for you. But I will tell you, shipping is very expensive at the moment. It's looking good, Laura, it's looking good. Whose is that, mine or Simon's?
I don't know, Holly. So actually, you can see the fruit that I put in there. So, which one? Oh yeah.
Did you know there's one there?
Yeah, well, so it's got pineapple. So it's mango and passion fruit. It's got pineapple, strawberries.
Oh,
mango.
I can't eat it.
Oh, you're allergic to strawberries, aren't you?
Oh well, you should
Take the
have
other.
said.
You'll have to have the dodgy one that Harrison's had his finger in.
I'll chop
Just chop the other end.
Chop the other end. So that's what it looks like. So
It looks
normally
delicious.
you get about 8 servings out
Yeah.
of each one. As you can see, sometimes they grow a bit bigger.
Get a
I've
fork
got
for
a
Grandma,
few
Holly.
different sizes. So I'll chop you a bit of that in a minute, Simon. But I just want to get this other one
Yeah.
wrapped up. Right, I'm sure you would like to watch us eat later.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Do you want to move that mixture out of the way?
I couldn't find a cake thing. What's it? Terrible with my words tonight. I couldn't find a cake lifter or something, so I found this in the
You found a
cupboard.
wallpaper scraper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multi-use tool.
It is what we use for food. And anybody who has the roulade, anybody who has made it here before, and I know Elaine will vouch, it is so light. Really light.
Okay, so just because that's been sat there a little bit, I'm just going to give that
This
a
tastes
quick...
gorgeous.
Now look, it just looks like it's going to fall apart, Laura. What are you going to do?
What? The cream?
The meringue. Is it?
Yeah. I always make Mum nervous when I do this next bit. She always goes, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm like, no. A couple of ways that you can do it. I'm just going to give that a quick whip. There we
Yes. Simon will be getting his hands on the chocolate one, don't worry.
go. Or the lime and raspberry. Can you have raspberries?
Oh, lime and raspberry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because this one will be made.
This one will be made, yeah.
This is gorgeous, this Laura.
Okay. So I'm just going to clear a bit of space.
Oh, isn't it lovely having Laura in the kitchen? Is it lovely to see your mum, Laura?
It is. Not what you look like. Okay, so what you can see now is still going to be your top. So we're going to flip it over and then we're going to fill it and then we're going to come back. So you need another sheet.
Sheila Hudson's
Of
made it before
parchment
and she said
paper.
it's absolutely lush.
Good. So all you need to do, grab your parchment paper, a bit of icing sugar. Just going to do that over the bowl a minute.
So-
Throw some of that.
Just to give you an update on the Calabo as well, the Calabo is flying out. The crispy pearls are due in next week. So I think the chocolate's arriving tomorrow, the milk chocolate. They only delivered 2.5 kilos of everything last week, and the crispy pearls and the mousse, but they've all gone. I don't know what you've done with them all, but my goodness, they flew out. I placed another order and I believe that it will be arriving on the 6th of June. Maybe wrong, the 6th is a Saturday, isn't it? Maybe the 5th.
Who knows?
Who knows? The
It's
difficulty now getting everything from everywhere. It's all got to come in via abroad, and everything's just a
everything's
nightmare.
delayed. Okay, so we're ready. We've got our icing sugar dust on there. That's going to then go onto the top here. Now this should be quite sticky still to your parchment paper. So what you want to do is just flip it over.
It's a bit scary,
Like
like
that.
that, isn't it? Would you like to
It
repeat
isn't
that
for
again?
me, 'cause I think when I did a live once, I'd already took the paper off. Do you
Did
remember?
they get all that, Simon, or did you miss it?
What?
Did they see what you did
Yeah.
The
there?
flip.
Yeah, you're about to see it happen.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it's just happening now.
Yeah. So, and you just want to take that away. Okay, so this is now our.
It didn't look very dramatic on the
It
screen.
didn't,
No, it
but
didn't, no.
that time that I did it on a live, and I'd already peeled the paper away. So I've just peeled it then. I'd already peeled it away and then put it back on. So when it came to flipping it, I was like, oh, I can't do this. And I had a bit of a hot flush, thinking I'm just going to break it apart. It's just going to be there. I'm going to try and
Yeah,
squish
'cause
it
you
all
already
back
taken
together.
it off the paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd already taken it off paper. So don't take it off the paper till you're ready to flip it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got
Because you've got
our
nothing
cream.
to hold on to, have you?
No, no, yeah.
So that's a very good point. That get that, ladies. Do
Yeah.
not take it off the paper. Flip it over and lie it down, then peel off the paper. That would be fun, wouldn't it? What are you looking for now?
The palette knife. So
Oh, I tell you, you can't leave this roulade here next to me. This is so nice.
Well, it's for you, isn't it?
I can't eat all that. Have you got another
Oh right,
knife?
you've eaten your
That's my
slice.
dish, yeah.
Is that it? It's
Where's
gone.
your knife?
Is it
That's
now?
so lovely. And was this the mango and passion fruit one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to overwhip this. You want it quite light and creamy. So I've not gone too far with the whipping.
No, that is really loose, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's what you want. And when you've made this, you want to put it in the fridge. So you roughly, if you were going to have this and you were making it before tea, you'd make it, put it in the fridge.
And how long
And
would you
then
keep it in the fridge for to
you
fit
can-
them up?
Oh, just about half an hour. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm just going to put most of it. I'm just going to save a little bit for the top. So you just want to take your palette knife again and spread it out.
Beans J, she said, I've just ordered so many icing sugars to ship to Australia as she's moving back to Australia. I've just checked it out, not allowed any food, so not many clothes in my case, just your icing sugar. Viv, yes, it's Laura's twin sister. So I've got twins. Laura's a twin, and it's Adele that lives in Australia. And the thing is, it's really funny because Adele hates baking and Laura loves it, and Adele just does not get it. But thankfully, my granddaughter, Ella, who is 13,
On Monday.
on Monday, is it? Right, yeah, I knew it was coming up. She loves baking, but her mum hates it that she loves baking, doesn't she? What's she like, Adele?
Okay, so your chosen fruit. So if you was doing the tropical one, you know, you'd put like more tropical fruit in. You could put raspberries in if you wanted. It's just down to choice. You can use frozen or you can use fresh fruit.
Helen Mills used ice cream, soya ice cream, because she's lactose intolerant.
Right.
But I tell you what would be nice as well, making the ice cream with the flavoured icing sugar.
To make this
Yeah,
into a
for
frozen
the cream
one.
there, yeah. That would
Yeah.
be nice. It'd be more like an Arctic roll then,
Yeah, it
wouldn't
would,
it?
yeah, definitely. So we every time I make these, we always just end up eating it as soon as it's done.
Yeah,
Literally.
Viv saying she's a twin, she's got twin brothers. We've got lots of twins in our family. I've got twin girls. My sister's got a boy and a girl, and my brother's got twin boys. So plenty of twins in our family. So I'm expecting plenty
I was going to
of...
say I'm expecting more twins. Like, who's
No, I'm
having them?
expecting plenty of twin great-grandchildren.
Yeah, that's
So
on
it's
you.
down
Mel.
to Holly.
Good luck with that one. So you just want to spread it around. There's no, you know, you don't need to do it in neat patterns, because when you roll it up, your slice is going to end up being all of that there. So you don't need to have.
You don't want them in rows.
No, you just kind of want to. And I'm just breaking it up just so that it's easier to bite into as well and to roll. Sometimes they're a bit uneven. Okay. And you can mix the fruit as well if you wanted to. We're just a bit of raspberry fans.
We've got lots of people with twins here. Beans J, she lives in Brisbane. She lives on the Gold Coast.
Okay, so to roll, so this is another reason why you need a bit of extra paper around, because you're going to roll it with the paper. So the first bit, you're just going to press tightly in. Can you see that on the camera?
Yeah.
And you're just going to lift from the outside and press down gently. And again, just use that paper to lift and roll.
Oh, that's so good.
Like that. And there's no rush, you don't need to be rolling it up too
It's not
fast.
like a Swiss roll where you've got to be quick, isn't it? Because
No,
a Swiss
you're
roll,
not- no,
a
you're
Swiss
not
roll, if you
quick.
leave that too long, that's just.
Yeah, you've not got to be quick, you've just got to tighten it up. So you always end up with a bit of a funny end. Whether you can see on that camera.
Yeah.
Mum's already holding a plate out. So what I always do to tidy it up, and I normally do this.
You always chop the end off and give it to your mum.
I'll have the
Well,
ends.
Holly had all the ends today, didn't you, Holly?
Have you had all the ends, Ollie?
She has. So I'll just take a little bit off each side.
So the little rollies, everybody, they are arriving either today or tomorrow. So they didn't arrive today. We're hoping they're going to arrive tomorrow. If not, will be the latest Monday. We're just waiting for them to get through customs.
You have to have all those scrape bits.
I don't mind.
And then you do. So you just take the edges off, and then you get a nice clean side on each side like that, and you can see your meringue. So if you were going to eat it that day, I would just then transfer this onto a serving plate like these two, and then I'll just pop it in the fridge till I'm ready to eat it. And I'd put the cream in there, let that thicken up, or whisk it again just to thicken it back up, and then put that on just before serving with a few extra raspberries. But if you wanted to freeze this, all you would do is use this paper to reverse a little bit and roll it back up. So you just roll it back up like that. Tuck in the ends each side. Wrap it in cling film so it's holding in your ends and holding it tight round, and put it in your freezer. You can have it in there for a month. When you want to eat it, you just need to take it out 3 hours before you want to serve it. Unravel it all, take it all out, put it on your serving dish, put it back in the fridge. 3 hours later, it's ready to eat.
Do you want to wrap that up in cling film? It's in the fridge though. How good is that? Everybody says they're jealous of me. You should be jealous. I tell you, it's delicious. It's amazing.
You want me to freeze it? Or you want me to just clean
No,
it?
wrap it up in cling film. We'll stick it in the freezer.
I've just got a slice
how
off
many
it
of these do
first
you
though.
want?
How many do I want? I've already had one today.
I've just got my slice off it, Laura.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh yeah,
I
Simon
haven't.
needs a
Yeah,
slice.
Mum's trying to put it in the freezer.
I know.
Right. So.
Please give Holly a slice. She looks so pleased. Holly, what are you having a slice? She did bring 3
Oh,
plates.
another thing that you need to do as well, if you put it on your serving dish.
Don't bash your cake.
Try not to wreck your board. Is if you want to transfer it to there, you obviously can't just pick that up and put it on there. So again, you want to use your paper. So use your paper,
Slide it underneath so we can see.
lift it up,
They won't see it there.
lift it up like that, place it down, and just
Oh, that's neat, isn't
roll
it?
it off. Like that.
That's neat. Good.
And then you can put cream on like I did before with the chocolate one, or you can just leave
We're
it
going
like
to
that.
freeze this.
Don't know what we're doing. I've got lost. I don't know whether
We'll
we're
show them
eating
all
it,
the other
we're
ones.
freezing it, what we're doing.
What you're going to do is you're going to slice a piece of that off to give it to Simon.
Yeah.
Holly wants a piece as well. So we've got the chocolate one. Do you want chocolate, Holly? Yeah. So chocolate one's Holly. So wasn't that great?
Just
Who's
like
going to give this a
big
go?
eating fest.
Let me tell you now, all of you, if you give this a go, you'll be putting it all over the community page, showing everybody what you've made it. It will be this summer's dessert, honestly.
Right. Holly,
You'll
do you
absolutely
want to get
love it.
a fork? So really I would have put this in the fridge before they ate it, but they can't wait.
2 forks, one for Simon, one for you.
Yes, please.
And there you go.
Don't worry, she knows now not to chop it on my board.
I know, I feel all panicky. I've made a mess.
Worried.
Made a mess. Look at the pink board.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you're still covering up that burn, aren't you?
I'm covering up the burn with that big chopping board. You notice I changed the chopping board for a piece of paper for a plate.
Can you put the fork on there and give it to Simon? Because you don't know what you're handing him, do you? He doesn't want the whole one.
There you go, Simon. Enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Right, do you want to bring the others to the front,
So
Laura?
we've got this one, we've got the chocolate one.
Thank you.
And we've
Ooh,
got-
look at that. Look at that.
Oh, lovely. I tell you, Simon, you're going to be going yum, yum, yum. You'll be wanting to take plenty of that home. So it's absolutely lovely. I'd love to see all of you making it and
Oh my
tagging
God.
Laura in. Is that nice?
It's light, it's airy, it's delicious.
Yes.
Wow.
It's nice, isn't it?
See, if you just had
Yeah.
a big roast dinner, you'd still be happy to eat that because
Yeah.
it's just giving you that nice, fresh, light taste
Yeah.
without making you feel.
It is lovely
like
and
you're
light.
full,
It's
yeah.
perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I'd still be happy to eat a roast dinner after this.
Yeah. So everybody, hope we see you on the community page, sharing this, making this. Honestly, Laura's made it loads and loads of times. And we're hoping to get Laura back up in the kitchen again. So you may as well come here now, Laura.
This is where she ties me down while I'm here in front of the camera. Whoops. Chicken eggs.
What do you want to make next, Laura?
Well, now you know that it's not very far away.
Well, we need to
Well,
get
now-
you to
now-
remember the way to your mum's
yeah.
house.
I panicked. I panicked because there's all the new bypasses and things, and I didn't know where it was taking me, so I just came off and got totally lost. But,
And Holly. Holly's been very quiet tonight. Who have you been talking to, Holly? Have you been on TikTok? Have you left Grandma to
No,
comments?
it's still going on.
You're still watching it, are you?
I don't know what to make next. If anybody's got any ideas that they want to see,
Has hubby agreed you can come every other week?
well, he didn't know I was coming till tonight. And I said I'm doing the Facebook Live for an hour in the kitchen, and then I'll tidy it away, and then I'll sit down. And then I was like, I'm going out. See you later. And he was like, where are you going? Not been out for 10 weeks. Where are you off? If you met on your little exercise walk.
Right, everyone. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Do like and share. In with a chance within a £25 voucher. We are going to catch up with all last week's likes and shares tomorrow, 11:30, with Karen in the kitchen. Karen is going to go through the whipping it up again with you. Now, she's not going to make everything. What we're going to do is slow the pace down, and tomorrow she's going to make Swiss meringue buttercream, because all the other recipes are really very, very easy, but the Swiss meringue buttercream, you really need to watch and listen and make sure you get it right. Don't just go going at 100 miles an hour. Once you make it, and once you know how to make it, you'll have the confidence to make it all the time. And I think Simon will probably be staying the night scoffing this lot the way he's going through this here.
Yeah.
I've
So-
got work to do.
So thank you, Holly and Laura, for joining us. And if you don't get to watch tomorrow's live, I am on Global Artist Isolation Room tomorrow night, something like that. I'm in the isolation room anyhow at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm going to, it's the Christmas theme. How weird to have a Christmas theme.
Come round and I'll move
Yeah,
this
come
way.
on.
So I'm just stood here, nothing to say. But anyway, thank you for having me today.
Thank you,
This
Laura.
way.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 8 o'clock we're back in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and you're just tilting it for my height, are you, Simon? So we're in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and I think it's the Global Sugar Artist Isolation Room that
Global
we're in.
Isolation Room.
What is
United, something sugar artist, Global Isolation.
Yeah, we'll
Room.
pop up. We'll let you know tomorrow. Do you know what? I'll write the full title down
Do you
tomorrow.
know
I'll let you
it's
know.
on top of the Facebook page?
Yeah, it is. If you go into the community group and the Facebook page, there's a big banner and it'll tell you where we are. But we're in there tomorrow, and all their theme tomorrow is Christmas, which is really weird because I haven't even got Christmas in my mind. But I'm going to have to make something for you for Christmas tomorrow. And then obviously, and that's live. I'm actually live there, so you can chat away there. And Karen's joining us in the kitchen, as is Simon. And then on Saturday, we're on Cake Flicks, and as I say, you're going to meet Rebecca. And in a few weeks, we've decided we're going to make Rebecca's babies. How cute is that? So we've had Richard, we've got Rebecca, and then we're going to make Rebecca's babies in a few weeks' time. So you'll see that all on Cake Flicks. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Holly. Are you going through the tuck shop, Holly?
Yeah.
No wonder she's saying nothing. She's scoffing everything down there. Thank you, Simon, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11:30. Don't forget to like and share. I'm going to do a big wave. Try, Laura. Come and say, do a big wave.
Bye.
Oh, you show your face now, Holly. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay.